Network Engineer Interview Questions List. Network engineers regularly have wide positions. In a given quarter, they may be entrusted with anything from the execution and management of an inside network to sorting out why the company's switches aren't working any longer. If you're preparing for your next network engineering job interview, our guide on network engineer career path will provide invaluable insights and interview tips.
But before we start moving forward, make sure to subscribe channel and click on the bell icon. Sprintzeal provides training programs, certification programs on their websites. If you're interested in them, do check out the links in the description.
Presently, on the off chance that you are searching for a task that is associated with the computer network, then you need to plan for the computer network interview questions. Top network engineer interview questions and answers for beginners. 1. What is a LAN? A LAN stands for Local Area Network. It refers to the connection among computers and other network devices located within a small physical area. 2. What is a hub? A hub refers to a point or joint where a connection occurs. It can be a computer or device that is part of a network. At least 2 hubs are needed to form a network connection. 3. What are switches? Switches can connect to or more network segments. These are intelligent network devices that store information in their routing tables, like paths, hops, and bottlenecks. With this information, they can determine the best path for data to move. Switches work at the OSI network layer. 4. What is data encapsulation? Data encapsulation is the process of breaking data into smaller, manageable pieces before it is transmitted across the network. In this process, source and destination addresses are appended to the headers, along with error checks. 5. Describe network topology. Network topology refers to the layout of a computer network. It shows how devices and cables are spread out, as well as how they connect. 6. What is a VPN? A VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, a technology that allows a secure tunnel to be created across a network like the internet. For example, VPNs enable you to set up a secure dial-up connection to a remote server. 7. What is NAT? NAT stands for Network Address Translation. This is a protocol that provides a way for multiple computers on a common network to share a single connection to the internet. 8. What is WAN? WAN stands for Wide Area Network. It is an interconnection of computers and devices that are geographically dispersed. It connects networks located in different regions and countries. 9. What is the OSI physical layer? The physical layer performs the transformation from data bits to electrical signals and vice versa. This is where network devices and cable types are considered and configured. 10. What is a proxy server? Proxy servers primarily prevent external users from identifying the IP addresses of an internal network. Without knowledge of the correct IP address, the physical location of the network cannot be determined. This makes network locations more secure. Top network engineer interview questions and answers for intermediates. 1. What is the spine network? A spine network is a centralized framework designed to distribute various routes and data to multiple networks. It also handles the management of bandwidth and multiple channels. 2. What is a hub-to-hub connection? A hub-to-hub connection refers to a direct connection between 2 computers on a network. A hub-to-hub connection does not need any other network devices besides connecting a cable to the NIC cards of the 2 computers. 3. What is anonymous FTP? Anonymous FTP is a way of granting user access to files on public servers. Users allowed access to data on these servers do not need to identify themselves but instead log in as anonymous guests. 4. What is a subnet mask? A subnet mask is combined with an IP address to identify 2 parts, the extended network address and the host address. Like an IP address, a subnet mask is made up of 32 bits, and it determines the network and host portions. 5. What is the maximum length allowed in a UTP cable? A single segment of UTP cable has an effective length of 90 to 100 meters. This limit can be overcome by using repeaters and switches. 6. How does network topology affect network setup? Network topology dictates what media you should use to interconnect devices. It also serves as a basis for selecting the materials, connectors, and terminations suitable for the configuration. 7. What is RIP? RIP, or Routing Information Protocol, is used by routers to send data from one network to another. It effectively manages routing data by broadcasting its routing table to all other routers within the network. 8. What is the importance of carrying out a fault-tolerance system? A fault-tolerance system ensures continuous data availability by eliminating a single point of failure. 9. What does 10 base T mean? The 10 refers to the data transfer rate, which in this case is 10 megabits per second. The term base refers to baseband, as opposed to broadband. 10. How would you handle a network using a router? Routers have a built-in console that allows you to configure various settings, such as security and data logging. You can assign restrictions to computers, like what resources they are allowed access to or when they can browse the internet. You can also impose restrictions on what websites are not visible across the entire network. Top network engineer interview questions and answers for advanced professionals. 1. What is the profile in terms of networking concepts? Profiles are the configuration settings created for each user. A profile could be created that places a user in a group, for example. 2. What is SneakerNet? SneakerNet is believed to be the earliest form of networking where data is physically transferred using removable media, such as a disk or tapes. 3. What protocols fall under the TCP/IP Internet layer? 4 protocols are managed by this layer: ICMP, IGMP, IP, and ARP. 4. When it comes to networking, what are rights? Rights refer to the authorized permission to perform specific actions on the network. Each user on the network can be granted individual rights, depending on what needs to be considered by that user. 5. What is one fundamental requirement for establishing VLANs? VLANs are required at the switch level. There is only one broadcast domain at the switch level. This means whenever a new user is connected to a switch, they become part of the same broadcast domain, so VLANs are needed to separate these domains.
If you found this video informative and useful, we'll always bring new concepts explained for you, so stay tuned with Sprintzeal, and if you like the video, do share. If have any doubts or queries, do let us know in the comment section. Use the coupon code YouTube10 in our website to get 10% off on all our courses.